Alrighty, getting things started. Making sure stream health is good. Got Nimbly the Deadly Natter. Morning. Inoia, hi guys. Charles Buchanan with a good evening. I really like the fan art of Jackie on the news. Yeah, that's some fan art of her. She made the news in the universe of Kaichu. And I think the name of the anchor is Brevity Orms. Superior Cyber Godzilla, howdy. I forgot if I deleted my references. Give me one moment. I just don't want to get copyright strikes because I was using references of Acme Labs from Pinky and the Brain to make the little facility there for Diane Foxington to grow out of. Alright. Looks like that was all of them. Hey Kush. I'm glad you enjoyed it and you like the nice comments that you got. We got WC Osuba the Devil Fox. This is already going to be a great future animation. Glad you think so. Because it has Fox. Rory Ocelot's here. Hola. Rory, your basketball day's on Wednesday, right? Though someone said Patty was the first one to pull the football when it was violet. Yeah, I read that comment just as I was getting the stream started. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that someone stole the bit, that Lucy stole someone's bit. It made me think of that Simpsons episode with Moe as one of the little rascals. Someone stole his tailpipe bit. I'm really back, said Thomas. Dang, why did it have to be in all caps? Hello, Thomas and friends. Yeah, I'm working through your fan art on your slideshow. Probably by the time I'm finished, I'll be on your next slideshow. But yeah, the one on top there, it's Lincoln Loud as a rabbit. Though I think the original concept, his name was Warren, like a warren of rabbits. So that's tiny Lincoln Rabbit and Big Bunny Stella. Elongated Man Forever, hello. Thank you, Dave, for Giantess Fox livestream. I'm feeling so much better now. No worries. Like I said, I'm glad I did it today and not tomorrow, because I think, like you've mentioned, that's when you have basketball practice. So I try to avoid furry stuff on that day. You like my Transformers? Yeah, I saw them. Like I said, I'm probably not great with Transformers art, unfortunately. MC Cubed is here. Crazed Core, greetings. Juan Manuel Cornel Castillo. What will you do when you get to 400k? Um, as I mentioned before, probably not going to do something for 400k. I think my next milestones are likely going to be. Did I not save that one? Didn't. It's probably going to be 500k when we hit 500k. That's when I'll have Jackie outgrow the galaxy, and then at 1,000,000, that's when she'll outgrow the universe. But I could think of something else to do for like 400k, because that's still something to celebrate. Don't know what would be a good thing. Maybe something like do a poll, see if anyone has ideas, you know. It's always an option. Zachariah Gamer with some thumbs up. I have to make a video of Rough Ruffman brother Leo Leopard with a trumpet. That sounds like fun. And we got a good morning. Another good morning. Good morning to you. I also just found out Snoopy could change his size too. Is that with wizard magic, or does he have like a Popeye thing he does with like some special dog food? I don't remember giant Snoopy in any media. And I guess it's fair play to like scoop up any media that you can for these things. Cause the other day I watched on Death Battles. It was actually something that was like a fan favorite. People wanted to see Wile E. Coyote versus Tom Cat, or Tom the Cat, for a death battle. And I won't spoil like what happened for anyone who wants to check it out. But they basically look through all the media that was like officially licensed media, you know, for the two sets of characters. And like for Wile E. Coyote, they actually dug into some of the stuff like that he did on the Tiny Toons reboot. It's kind of surprising. So they did that, and I think for Tom and Jerry, there was a game I think made in China, that I think it was China, that it was officially licensed like by Warner Brothers, where like Tom had near godlike powers. So like I just think it's incredible when they're doing research how they like will account for basically just everything that's been officially like made for these characters. Hey Dylan. By the way, Thomas is based off the LB and SCR E2 class 105 tank engine. Oh, it's fun. Why did you become an animator? Oh my god, I never thought about the why. Um, a lot of it's probably due to my little brother who was studying art and learning animation. And he's pretty good at it, and it always like inspired me. Like I wanted to do the kind of stuff he was doing. Um, and for one of his classes, there was like a Adobe animation software that he wanted, and I helped him out with getting it. He had like a student discount, and he was able to have the software on his computer and on a second computer. Yeah, so I got the software on my computer, and I just played around with it. I liked it, and I wasn't even really planning on doing animation for a career. Had other plans. Um, but one summer I had like a major repair I needed to do on my truck. It was like something with the transmission. Drained a lot from my account. So that summer I decided to like get open for business for commissions, you know. So yeah, that's what I did to make some money on the side while my car was getting fixed. And I just really enjoyed it, and that just became like, went from like a hobby to a career. And I never looked back. I'll just say that for the other line of work I was doing, I was definitely not very well appreciated. But I got some nice appreciation from making art, so I stuck with it. I hope everyone liked the animation yesterday. I think a lot of people did. You forgot Diane's eyelashes. Did I? Oh, I did. What kind of eyelashes does she have? And Foxington. Yeah, she's got like cute rounded eyelashes. I'll have to make sure to add those. Oh my god, the new digital circus episode was awesome. Oh yeah, I watched it over the weekend. It was pretty good. They did a nice sort of like player suggestions. A lot of games where it was like them just basically hanging out, watching the stars at a bar, doing like a softball game. I remember doing a softball game as sort of like an icebreaker for when I was in high school band. That was like, because with high school band, since we did like field shows, like you're during the summer, you had to go to like a band camp, which happens at the school. It's not like we're going to some fun place. They just call it band camp because you're just there at the school doing drills. So every year that I was in high school, it was basically like we got 2 weeks in July off, like a week or so in August. No, not July, June. 2 weeks in June. But basically, the entire month of July, we were at school, like doing drills, memorizing the show. So not my favorite part of being in the band. But also like our band sections would get together for like some fun activities. You know, building a rapport. Like when I was a freshman, it was basically about uh, just sort of learning the ins and outs of being in that particular section. For me, it was trombones. And then for the older classes, you know, the sophomores, the juniors, the seniors, it was about uh, you know showing the freshmen the ropes. And yeah, one year we did a softball game at a park, and it was nice. Not too competitive, everyone very supportive. Should have like immediate sort of like spike in growth around there. Like there was pressure being put on it. Oh, the eyelashes, that's right. I'll get to that in a moment. It's an adorable story. Thank you. Had you watched episode 5? Which one's episode 5? I'm going at the airport on July 2nd. No problem. Are you going on a trip, Rory? What's the difference between baseball and softball? I mean, a baseball is smaller and harder. And usually when people pitch those, they're like throwing it like at, I don't know, 70 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour. Softball, it's more forgiving. It's a bigger, softer ball. And people are usually pitching it underhand, you know, so it's easier to hit. I think that's the major differences, unless anyone out there wants to add to that. I'm going to New Jersey. Ooh, have fun there. Everything I ever hear about New Jersey is usually a joke. for some reason. Then again, most of the jokes I'm hearing are from like comedians in New York. So there's probably some kind of rivalry going on between New York and New Jersey. Maybe some bigger growth here. Let's see how that looks. Oh, missing a line here. Now I kind of wish we played softball. I would probably still hate it, but not as much as baseball and kickball. Yeah, softball is definitely easier sport. Why are there so many games revolving around running around a diamond and standing in the heat? Yeah. I mean, were indoor sports even a thing back then? I think all the major sports had to be played outside to begin with. Like hockey. You know, a bunch of people saw like a frozen lake and they decided, hey, that could be a good place to play a sport. We can't kick the ball here, but maybe we could hit some kind of a puck-like object. I'm just guessing that's how things started. You never know. Always has to start with someone wanting to do something new and weird. Maybe I should shrink the building a little bit. Let me see how that looks. So it looks like she has pants on. I'm glad you're happy, Rory. Oh yeah, I was about to bring up pickleball too. I love that one South Park episode where all the boys just hated baseball, wanted to lose, while their parents are like so excited it was too real. Oh my god, that's like my favorite episode of all time. Although that's largely due to Randy and Bat Dad. I just love how liquored up and angry he gets. In his little delusional fantasy that he's Rocky Balboa. I have a friend that doesn't like that he stopped doing like geological stuff, and you know, like he runs the weed farm, you know. I don't know, I think he's hilarious. Whatever role they give him. Diane looks so beautiful. I'm glad you're enjoying her, Devil Fox. The same sequence from Monsters vs. Aliens. Oh yeah, with the church. That poor church. Wonder if there's gonna be any Patty and Violet fan art based off the video. Well, you have to wait and see. Ruff's first live stream. That the name and address withheld sees the video. Oh yeah, I did get a message from them. Actually, let me pull it up and read it. I didn't think you were going to add this scene anymore since you stopped doing the AGW fan art gallery during the end of your videos. But it was nice you still added it in there. Thank you. So yeah, he saw it. He liked it. Yeah, Bat Dad's pretty awesome. I haven't played any of the South Park video games, but I can imagine them adding him in as like a mini boss or like a hidden boss, you know? Alright, that'll work out. Poor Diane, she didn't ask for this. Thank you, Oppenheimer Media. What time are we at? About halfway through. So I can get a start on the next part. Well, not the next part, but... So I have this scene. But I need like the initial scene where she is like looking at it and then touches it. To get the whole process going. Yeah, he saw it. And he had nice things to say. Mr. Wolf's jaw is gonna drop to the ground. I don't know if the script called for Mr. Wolf. But that's always something that can be added later. Did I ever make any art of Foxington, just like normal Foxington? did not. Mess around with this one a little bit. I still need to add her eyelashes. I also need to give her more of a smile here. Or more of an inquisitive look. Yeah, I thought it added, tied everything together, Kush. The little thing at the end. Kai Morgan. Hey, dude, do you read The Bad Guys episode 9? In the book, Mr. Wolf turned into a kaiju. Really? I didn't even know they had books. You did the same with Diane Foxington. Well, they called her the Crimson Paw because some League of Assassins slices. She was born, her parents. Oh my gosh, is this a real book or is this like a fan story? I thought she was just a thief. I didn't think she was like part of a guild of assassins. Sherry Dunbar. What would Sunset Shimmer's reaction be if she touches the rock? I'd say she'd say, "This rocks," and then she'd like do a rock and roll gesture. Pretend to play some electric guitar. Hey, Taylor. And before I forget yet again, gotta add those eyelashes. Though I also kind of want to play around with the expression. What the heck is this? I like this little detail with fuzzy characters. The little differently colored patches of fur. Do her teeth usually show when she's smiling? No, they do not. Don't need these. And the eyebrows. The way you drew Diane is beautiful. Well, to be fair, I did get a few really great looking references. Saw some really nice fan art. So I made a little bit of a hybrid, you know. But usually when working with popular characters, I do like to keep the look very much similar. I even try with the style sometimes. And even though this is 3D, it's like it's cartoony enough they can make some decent 2D models with these characters. I have a harder time with like South Park because it's very stylized, and also I've mentioned this so many times, I just not clever enough to write something like the kind of humor they do. Let's see how that looks. Aw, she's so cute. Let me go back and make those fixes. Another fix I need to make is that her groovy piercing should now be on the other side. Let's fix that as well. That's a neat detail. I don't think I noticed that when I watched the movie. Can't help but think of Maid Marian from the Disney animated movie when I look at her. I'm fine, Taylor. How are you? Something that I said is truly based on the books. There's books. I gotta see this. The Bad Guys books. Oh my gosh. Oh, so this was like originally a Scholastic series. Wow. I did not know that, and now I do. It's pretty cool. Oh my god, they got like a Kill Bill cover. Sorry, I'm just looking at these covers. Oh, that's pretty cool. I gotta get going because my phone's about to die. Later, Taylor. Taylor, not Swift. DreamWorks adapts a lot of Scholastic series. I didn't realize that. I mean, yeah, I knew about Captain Underpants, but that's kind of impressive. Scholastic distributed the Battle for Dream Island book. Oh my god, if they picked up Battle for Dream Island, oh my god, yeah, you'd be so happy if there was a Battle for Dream Island 3D movie. That'd be awesome. If you were to recreate a scene from Monsters vs. Aliens, what scene would you pick? Oh, well, I already have. I've done the car skating. I did that for the episode with Kik Batowski, I believe. Let me get a link of that in case you haven't seen it. Copy link. And there you go. Enjoy. But yeah, I love that car skating scene. I thought it was like super clever. And in the little bits of other media I've seen, like for video games, they use that as like for one of the levels. Ginormica is just sort of skating around. I don't know. They could have done more with that scene, but that was clever. They had a lot of clever sizey jokes in that first big fight. Like the fake out when like she lands on the roof and she's sliding down. She's holding on for dear life, and then it turns out like like her toes are already basically touching the ground. So yeah, they did some. They had some fun moments in the movie. Probably a lot of people besides the growth scene really enjoyed the this scene where like she's what's the name of her fiance? Derek. Like the scene where she like grabs him and plants a big old kiss on him. And I'm sure for a lot of us that was like, oh my god, that's so lovely. It's so romantic. But he was like, ew, get away from me. You're too big now. That is dope. Would have been nice if there was a sequel and she was like looking for love and found someone that thought she was awesome, big and awesome. Didn't mind being overshadowed in a literal way. What about Miss Tarantula? Yeah, something with her could be good too, you know. The smallest member of the team becoming like the biggest. That's a classic switcheroo right there. I have no qualms with that. If only she made webs. I don't think she does that. I don't think that's a thing tarantulas do. Because then it could be like she makes a giant web to catch a meteorite that's about to hit the world. She'd be too big to do like her stuff, which is like computers. JMG11, did Jackie eat Gum Gum? I'm gonna say no. She just has regular old goddess powers. I'm not the biggest fan of One Piece. Though I did enjoy it up to after the arc with Crocodile and the Desert Kingdom. I was not super invested in it after the time skip. Ironically, I stopped watching One Piece like right after after they introduced the giant mermaid. What's her name? Shirahoshi? Alright, that's looking good. Where are we on time? I think I could finish this in like 10, 15 minutes. We're up the scene of Susan Murphy becoming Ginormica. I mean, I've done a ton of scenes like that. Maybe I wouldn't have it in a church. I think all your work is based on Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. I mean, I do think there was some Giantess fandom for anyone who read Gulliver's Travels. Although from what I remember from that book, I don't think Gulliver was too keen on being a tiny guy around giants. I do remember a passage in Gulliver's Travels where he basically mentions that being his size around all the giants, like he could see basically every detail on their face, like every hair, every little pore, and that he thought it was kind of gross. But it also made him a little self-reflective, because he wondered, like, oh, when I was in Lilliput, did people have like the same kind of feelings about me? Because I was a giant in their kingdom, and they could probably see every little detail, every little freckle. So for him, it was gross being a tiny guy around like giants. Hey, Raincloud. Um, Not too late. Just another 10 minutes here. Sorry I missed your stream on Saturday. I have been making a little bit of progress on the previous Leon. Probably share that with you later tonight. If only someone recreated the scene of Susan becoming Ginormica, but I guess not. Sorry, Sherry. Sherry, I guess if somebody was to commission me, I could do that. It would have to be like a really decent script. Like if they could think of another married couple to do that with. Like if someone wanted to do like Rita from the Loud House, like getting ready to marry Lynn and, you know, Lynn Sr. I guess it would have to be younger crossing guard Rita. Or it could be any other couples. It could be like Tangled. But yeah, if somebody commissions me, I'd do that. But currently no plans to do that myself. Thanks, Rory. I'm almost done with episode 4. Raincloud, what percentage would you say you are at? Teen Titans. Teen Titans. Teen Titans, go! I don't want to freak you out and rush the animation. I'd say 80%. Oh my god, I'm freaking out! Don't worry. I'm making some very good progress. Let me see. Let me actually pop it up for a moment. Alright, I made Metal Blaze. I made Neko Arc Blaze. Gonna have her toss Sonic in here. Yeah, very close to done. Yeah, I think so too. I gave her the little Terminator eye. Sheldon and Jenny. If I did anything with Sheldon and Jenny on the channel, it would maybe be giant robot Jenny. But maybe something happens where like she's unable to control her body, so Sheldon has to jump in and like act as a pilot. Sunset Shimmer and Flash. That'd be possible if someone commissioned me. Sort of looking at. Oh, am I messing up my other ARM assets? Okay, no, this was a new one. But yeah, no worries. It'll get done. Hey, Benjamin Hera. Nobody cares? Why are you being so mean, Benjamin Hera? So happy everyone liked my voice performance. I was worried sick. No, you have a great voice. More Sunset and Flash does happen. I recommend commissioning Maxstar. Yeah. I think people know about that. I think the only thing that could distract me from working on the previous Leon is that I've been super addicted to Night Rain as of late. And they're introducing a new Night Sovereign on the 26th. So if I work super hard on the 25th and get it done, it should be all good. So I need to check Maxstar's availability because I did want her to record the narration. But if she can't do it, I can do it. It's just gonna be like a quick previously on The Incredible Shrinking Hedgehog, etc., etc. Let's have her tint change as she gets closer. See how that looks. This might be too fast. Like previously on Fetch with Rough Man. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I've been told that Night Rain is basically like Fortnite. Like the running around, looking for weapons, looking for your team and whatnot. I don't know, it makes me kind of want to, it makes me a little bit curious about Fortnite. And it also doesn't help that recently I saw an advertisement for Fortnite. I guess they're adding like some of the dads uh, from the Fox animated series is like Bob from Bob's Burgers, Cleveland, and Hank Hill.
On me.
Oops. I was thinking of Sonic X version type of voice. Sonic X version type of voice. Do they have a previously on for Sonic X Raincloud? Can you send me a link of that? Because that would be good if I'm making a reference to something. Hey, Tucker Jensen. You heard a little bit of him, yeah, before I thought I had the volume off. Poor Bob, he's trying so hard. He has bad teammates. Surprised Hank didn't do better. He was addicted to a pretty cool video game for a time. Yeah, at a time, I'm just gonna do this as sort of like a little placeholder for what I want to do. So it's like the energy is being transferred to her. Oh, I think that's gonna be my time. I'll see if I missed any comments. And then I'll sign off. Yeah, propane. Well, that figures. Those two idiots spelled it wrong. Oh my god. Oh, I love Hank so much. I would love to see all the Fox animated dads. It would just make Fortnite a bit more bearable. Yeah, Stan Smith, Homer Simpson. I mean, unless the people are like role playing as them, because then Stan would be very, very selfish, and maybe Homer would just look for food themed power ups. Are there food power ups in Fortnite? Yeah, he'd be looking for all the coconuts and corn. I want them to add Homer Simpson. That would be great. I loves me some Homer Simpson. All right, tomorrow, not sure what I'm going to do. Wednesday's probably a bad day for more Foxington. But Thursday. Maybe tomorrow I'll do another video game session. Maybe I'll try to get in some more Kaichu or Tinykin. I'm already playing around with some ideas for a thumbnail for another Tinykin video. Like maybe a bunch of Tinykin helping David bring something to Danny. What's your favorite Happy Tree Friends character? I don't have one. I don't care for the show. If I had to pick one, I guess the Moose. Hi, Isaiah Watts. Don't put furries on July 2nd. Yeah, I avoid Wednesdays. Rory, I think you mentioned that's your basketball day. All right. Thanks everyone for dropping in. Thank you for keeping things lively. And I'll see you when I see ya. Peace.